Yebesi toilets, amamu. Yebesi toilets. In all, Yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all, among the people of Agogo.
After all these things, now, we need to understand, say, and the time I me open show, we know, me catch them say, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, and the Mahama or President Mahama signs bill repealing the COVID-19 levy. Menoka say, and the boy John Dramani Mahama, share Ghana for Obia or to Abama, any woman to Abba, John Mahama, and this in the say, okay, so ba COVID-19, sa COVID levy a Ghana for so be ye through, and the Menoka say, John Dramani Mahama, and Sasha Kreta say, we ye a ye sa levy no if you where your president and I say where you are buying in some of kind of opposition, you know, 90% omodiso. And this is what we have always wanted. Nyomemuya dia, omo yehu se nyomemuya ding. Bibi achiro moswa, omo ni edwene ho. And mate se lithium eye deal no, omo recall no. That is what a government does. A government listens to the people. A government looks at the mood of the people. A government always wants to serve. A government always wants to do something the people a benefit to omo. Inti abano etu anamobi na se nipa no a osebi omo di 2 minima ni abano sa nipa no se ye ni nje ho sa hwehwemu biema. That government, if it is reasonable, rational and a listening government, it will take decisions. That is why today, even the lithium agreement, NPP4 agreement, Bonnie on the two no, Abai we buy or the for buy na Ghana for say no, Abai has recorded, and that is what we need. So uti krom na bibi koso na wompe E-Levy ekufo de ba what can they also can be or say fuck off or the buy stikatna TV so catch say ye peo the E-Levy ni beto yeso ampara the E-Levy to yeso. By under the NDC, under John Dramani Mahama, they listen to the people, they watch the people's mood, almost share the nipano epe because nobody to minimum. The citizenry gave power to the government, to John Mahama and Niku. It is why is it so difficult for them to make sure that they correct it? So I see, say, even them recalling the lithium deal back from Parliament, to relook at it again, it's a big step in our democracy. It shows, say, a byway is basically governing with the people. This is a government that is ready and open for business. It does not matter who you are. The government is even listening to them more than anybody else. So what is your problem? And John Dramani Mahama, the president, was signing E-Levy on the buy. Canada Japan Parliament. Let me tell you, E-Levy, I'm going to cabinet. Baumia not hobby. Baumia, I can say yes, you have E-Levy in court. Ghana for you catch Baumia, say Baumia, Ebekuye, Ebe saying Juma, Baumia can say no. Baumia Jitumu. Canada Japan or the Brand Champion, no more parliamentarians. A do parliament, no, omobaye debate. I can say yes, you have Ghana for Hong Kong. Country, no, no, parliamentarian, do chum, or no, Jitumu. Canada Japan, now all support Baumia ideas or Munjintum. All these sankwas, Omokahoni, the E-Levy, Beshe Ghana for Hong Kong, and John Dramani Mahama bar power. To be very fair with you, John Dramani Mahama oba power yi E-Levy we ye fi betting tax we ye fi emission tax we ye fi COVID-19 levy we ye fi John Dramani Mahama is a doer. Anytime I catch a Ghana for say, I am still yet to see a politician in Ghana and resume ever bang John Mahama in the next 40 years. I am still waiting. And this is a person, this is a president. A Bobia washa Ghana phobia no with this. So you cannot underestimate such a person. Debi am catch Ghana for say, we are lucky to have John Mahama back. And John Mahama is back to correct some things for another 100 years. I to be uncorrected. So we should be happy. You should be proud as a Ghanaian voting for John Mahama. You should protect John Mahama government with your heart, with your blood. The day that we will have to defend John Mahama and his government with our blood, with our heart, that day will come. You and I, that fight that we fought in 2014, that work that we did, putting everything on the line to save the democracy of this nation, we need to protect that democracy still. And whenever we are called to duty, any day that we are called to duty to protect this democracy, protect John Mahama's government, you and I should be ready. Because if we let it slip, there are people who are scavengers, they are vultures and sanquas waiting to take advantage of us again. We need to make sure this country has been solidified, that to a point that nobody can come in and touch the country and make sure the country, as say, this country has to be solidified. And we as a people, we as a unit, we as a nation, we have to be ready, stand by, and put our blood on the line. That any day we are called to duty, any day, it does not matter. It can be tomorrow, it can be today, it can be whatever. Any day you are called to duty to protect the John Mahama administration and protect John Mahama, to protect the democracy and develop this nation, you have to be ready to protect John Mahama and this government and his administration and protect the democracy of this nation. It is very vital and very important. Into the fight that we fought for 8 years to get this country here, for democracy to prevail, for Ghanaians to have confidence in governance, for Ghanaians to believe that there are leaders who think about us, leaders who care about us, leaders who are ready and willing to work for us. We need to be ready and be on standby to be called to duty with our blood, with our soul, with everything in us to protect this nation. And it's only through we being together and we coming together to protect John Mahama's government and protecting this government wherever it's heading. We have to breathe air. Or say your home in Kongo abanim, not yet the abani kodu baby, yene pesa abani kodu. It is upon us. We the people are God. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Voxi populi, voxi dei. This is very, very important. John Dramani Mahama today signed this. And today as we speak, there's nothing like COVID or COVID levy. It has been taken away. Kind courtesy, John Dramani Mahama. Gigim. Now, I want to show you something.
This is the COVID Health Recovery Levy Repeal Act 2025. And it's my honor and privilege to sign to repeal the COVID levy. Promise made, promise delivered. During the COVID pandemic, governments purported to provide free water, free electricity, free food, and a lot of things. And to the shock of most Ghanaians after the pandemic was over and after the elections were over, government slapped Ghanaians with a 1% value-added tax, ostensibly to recover what it's supposed to have spent on the COVID pandemic. Ghana continued to remain one of the only countries where we're being taxed for a pandemic that had passed. And so during the election, we promised that when the NDC comes to power, the COVID levy is one of those who repeal. A lot of Ghanaians have disliked this tax, and today I'm pleased that on the 10th of December 2025, I've signed the Repeal Act to remove the 1% COVID levy. And I will present it to the Clerk of Parliament.
It's been signed. It was signed by the President of the Republic. A man you can trust, a man you can defend, and a man you can protect. Be on standby to protect your democracy. Be on standby to protect our development. Be on alert. Call to duty can be any day. It is important we protect this country, protect its democracy, and protect the development of Ghana. John Dramani Mahama, the NDC are willing, and we the people, because the voice of God is the voice of the people. Voxe populi, voxe dei. Now, mama yanko enim na mjujwa bibi munchiro. Embrani dra. Aye. All right, now there's something going on. It's looking like Nipebi Omanhene say they want to find every means to say create impression be say aban we editro. Aban we it can throw in opposition. John Mahama and NDC no more adwumu poboni bi. Na omo opposition no in some of kind no enye no mo ye ne. You see, we all have our opinions. And normally so obi onye dwuma bi ameye, obi only opportunity to sit on radio or on TV speaking anyhow. Sometimes you let it pass. You cut them a slack because at the end of the day, obeka who say, ebia nipa we die onya akwenya no enye the research ehun ye. But the moment from say you are a journalist, you sit on radio, you sit on TV, you educate, you inform. Your priority or your hallmark should be say debiano asema obeka egum from emuno. It needs to come with some kind of the fact, and also the reasoning behind it should be so solid to the point that obi show and as otiewa obon so wadwene do na sebio enye trimu po boni bi na ode kasem no. And basically, this our job is based on you being truthful to yourself. Because so when you're truthful to yourself, and nipa na show no, obehu say you nankasa no dia wote wo ye no, you are basically deceiving yourself, thinking you are also deceiving the person. Remember, so when your opportunity to be sitting behind a mic, a microphone, to be on TV, to call yourself a journalist, it is upon you to make sure say anytime I have an opportunity to speak on national issues, and I've said it over and over, Enisa Obia do John Mahama abain. Enisa journalist Bia support abain with your year. No. When the NPP government, they were in power, I was one of those people who criticized the government a lot. And I made sure say, me criticize it by now. I don't become speculative. I always made sure say me the facts no and I criticize the NPP. And it's a majority of Ghanaians ever seen there, they believe in my platform than any platform in Ghana. Actually, even the NPP themselves, when they meet behind the scenes, they tell each other that this guy, the work he's doing, we wish to say Benya Obia obey the same thing. Work Benameye. It is always making sure say me the no kreno air defeat atro. And open for more, they admire me a lot. The NPP, they admire me. They admire me because they know, say, if they may, say, omunyo bikran man to be a 2% anka, nipa beji omwe somo ya no kwafo. Because everything about them, no, I have exposed them to the core. Inti, Ghana, I know more NPP people admire me than the NDC. The reason is that for you to use truth to make sure say abain bi aba intimacy sinko for no sa nipa na utumi tin to no oma maximum respect. So I have a lot of respect when it comes to the NPP. Oba omwanka se mu na omuhia behind the scenes no mudin koma. They respect me than a lot of the journalists they deal with in Ghana because they know say with this guy he's not going to mince words. With this guy he's not going to come and just insinuate, speculate and try to create an impression say Obi ye bibi etie obi abranya no kre. Apart from they being out there and insulting me and all that, deep down, they know, say, as far as I am here, it's going to be tough for them to come to power.